What's going on, fellow collectors? In this one, let's talk about how this 1970 Lincoln cent sold for over $4,000. Meanwhile, a similar 1970 cent, graded really high, just a hair below this one, sold for only 70 bucks. What is the difference between this $70 coin and a $4,400 coin? It's literally a single point in the grading system. Today, let's dive into the 1970 penny market. This is a year that I think is defined by its extreme volatility, the small date variety, and really a brutal grading standard that separates a small fortune from a roll find. So let's analyze 5 actual auction sales so you know I'm not just pulling prices out of the sky. These include the rare small date variety and a massive price jump between grades. It also shows that even today, you can buy really well-graded coins from this year for actually pretty cheap. We'll start with the most dramatic price split in the entire 1970 market. We have 2 Philly coins, the exact same date and grade, except for one small detail. On January 29th of 2024, a 1970 Lincoln cent graded MS67 red, which was a beautiful coin, sold for only $71. This is a superb gem, but it's attainable, of course. $71 is really nothing in the grand scheme of coins. PCGS has graded over 50 of them at this level. 10 years ago in 2014, one of the most expensive examples of this coin was sold. Another 1970 Lincoln cent graded MS67 plus red sold for over $4,000. That plus designation means the coin is technically superior, just shy of a full MS68. The population also confirms it, because at the time of that sale, none were graded finer at any grading service. This $4,300 difference proves that at the very top of the modern copper market, value increases exponentially with purity of design. You are paying a colossal price for a coin that is statistically flawless and unbeatable in a registry set. Next, we address the highly popular small date variety. The small date is a legitimate variety distinguished by the low position of the 7 and the high position of the 1. So those will be the designating things. Collectors hunt for this variety in circulation. You can find them in pocket change and in rolls, but its certified value is subject to the same strict grading, I think. We have 2 certified examples of the small date. The first being the Business Strike, a 1970S small date graded MS65 red. This one sold for $99 in October of 2025. This is a nice high-grade example of the variety, and it commands nearly a $100 price tag. Now let's talk the proof version though. A 1970S small date PR67 red that sold for just $49. This was only in September of 2025 also, so not really that long ago. Despite being a much higher technical grade, PR67, the proof coin is worth half that Business Strike. The rule we keep seeing here I think just holds true. The Business Strike is harder to find, mark-free. So an MS65 is going to always be worth more than the high PR grades for proofs here. The market rewards those miracle finds, I think. Now, closing out this list, we'll look at the Denver minted coin, which puts the $4,400 sale into perspective. A 1970D Lincoln cent graded MS66 plus red, so a really phenomenal coin, sold for only $45 in 2023. This is a very high grade, but the coin is readily available. Newer examples of these sales all the way through current day have shown a similar sales point. Hundreds exist at this level. So compare this MS66 Plus to the Philly MS67 Plus that sold back in 2014. The difference is that single point of grade. It of course is where the mint was and how many were produced, and an astronomical price gap. This demonstrates that finding a coin with beautiful high luster and basically flawless clean surfaces is common in some cases for 1970. But finding a coin that's virtually perfect in every way, that's where the value is going to go sky high. So what's the strategy for 1970? First, you want to hunt for the small date variety, but remember that the business strikes are generally going to be worth more than the proofs. Second, if you think you have a near perfect 1970 cent, you should consider the cost of grading. Grading a coin can cost anywhere from around $25 to $100, depending on service and turnaround speed. If your coin is what you think could be in those high MS grades, then you might only break even with a $71 sale. So we're talking an incredibly flawless 1970 coin. Most notably, you're going to be looking for ones with extremely high luster and really flawless fields. The 1970 year also has some really incredible error coins, including a legendary double die obverse. And I'll be covering that in another video coming out tomorrow. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. These Lincoln Cents, I think, offer a wide variety for an affordable rate for collectors and are of course going to be a phenomenal part of any collection if you can find one out in the wild that's in really good condition. The cost of grading might outweigh the sales price for your coin unless you basically have a virtually flawless piece. Let me know what you think in the comments. Most notably, let me know what you've been coming across in your coin, banknote, and collectible searches lately. I'll see you guys in the comments. I'll see you over on the community tab. And if you're new, hit subscribe and hop over to my website to download for completely free your coin error guide that includes values to various popular errors you can find right on your pocket change. I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.